No, you have to stay. Everybody will stay. Everybody will stay.
Rufai put fear. Rufai was like in the entire family. Rufai said, if you don't win at City, write it down. I say, God.
Senior man, I promise you, if you do not win at the Etihad, go and write it down. The league is gone.
People were coming after that Bournemouth game to come and comment.
Yes.
Like
to also say though, I was a little bit disappointed because now when I win league, I was expecting 1 million views, 3 to 5K comments. No worry now, me una dey insult. Keep it. But let it get to like 5K comments.
That's the consent us message. Say this thing has now winning league is better than having sex. I said, please hold it to. Stop that thing you are saying.
When you think about Pep Guardiola, what is the biggest credit you give him?
When you spend so much, you can still achieve less if you don't do it the right way. And that's the biggest credit I've given Pep, because in the end, what people say is, oh, he spends a lot of money. Papa, you can spend a lot and not win. Our United, Ruby is there.
You are moving out of context though. How many clubs have spent as much as Pep whilst having that same coach there for 10 years?
Do you think that the successes that Pep had at Man City is down to how much he spent?
Money makes it,
The last time
but it's not a big factor.
No,
Which is also what I'm saying. It is a big factor.
It's there, but it is not a big factor. It is not.
Definitely not the greatest manager for me.
If you are because we're boring, it's fake.
No. Give me 5 million.
You understand? Life is.
You know, the guys are like characters in a film. It's like a weekly TV show. I think the camaraderie between the guys, myself, Ini, IBK, Wale, of course, as well as Rufai, creates an interesting dynamic that I think the viewers certainly relate to.
CHP over the years has been a necessity, still is a necessity, you know, at a time where everything feels fast and regurgitated.
Our culture space was craving realness, heritage, and intention. And that is why I'm able to be myself on the podcast.
Oh yeah, now predict that now.
I've seen games like these.
We've been able to move with clarity to deliver something with restraint, depth, and timeless wit. And in many ways, we've been able to reset the standard to show what is possible from an African cultural and storytelling perspective.
In the first half,
I don't know the game that you watched, but in that first half, the team that looked like they were going to score the most was us.
For us, it's not punditry, it's artistry. There's a self-awareness to what we're doing. For us, we're driving our cultural nuances in every single conversation, and I think that's what we keep trying to do.
THP at season 6 is a proof that when your product is sharp and your values are intact and your timing is intentional, you have a chance of building something that is authentic.
We're playing a different game, not one based on virality or chasing the algorithm, but one built on value.
We're not looking to scale at all costs. We're building substance and we want that to scale over time.
After 6 solid years with the guys, I realized that we are not just a sports show that's entertaining, but an entertainment show that truly knows sport. I'm sure you know that already.
He just needs more oil. I will call it down 70,000. I said, this guy, he would never make it.
But all of this means nothing if no one is ready to receive it. And that's where you, the viewers, come in.
Thank you for allowing us to play our position and allowing our work to speak for itself.
So every now and then I go somewhere to different places and someone recognizes you, and that totally humbles me because of the fantastic community we've been able to build.
All of this is not enough without you guys.
Thank you and welcome.
Welcome to season 6.
Hello, everybody. Welcome along to our Hindsight Podcast Studios. I am Yubi, and so doing with the metronome. And as you all know, the 38 weeks of the football season has come to an end. And whilst the marathon is over, our job here is not quite done. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome you back to the show and introduce you to 3 of your favorite podcasters, according to your Spotify raps, as always. Starting off with TikTok favorite, everyone's favorite senior man, a new champion of the Premier League, Arsenal, Mr. Inyobong Monday. It is good to have you here as champion. Next up, double award-winning podcaster, and of course, Twitter sweetheart, Mr. IBK Sports, who stopped the giveaways, by the way. You know, as things have become not quite as smooth. But last but not the least, certainly, THP original, he's not feeling too well, so The agenda would take a bit of a backseat today. A&R of opportunities, Mr. Olakun Rufai. It is good to have everyone on the show. Please, let's put your hands together for Monday. Arsenal champions, right?
Well,
22 years waiting on the 24th, on the 14th title. What a delight. How do you feel?
Yeah, fantastic. Really special. And thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys have battled me all season. and it's been a good battle,
man,
really.
Two of them. We are not back.
Look at this.
Disclaimer.
Look at this chickening out.
It's been great. It's been great. I'm pleased. Let's keep it up next season. Let's keep it up.
I tell you,
what is football? And honestly,
I'm sure you don't win.
No. Honestly, I grew up watching football in viewing centers, and I understand this thing. Like, I cannot be angry. But when they drum like this,
Where you lose, they one by one. They go.
They won't freaking you will understand it, BBO. There's one time Man United played Celtic in the Champions League back in the day, and Shinziki Nakamura bent one free kick, and Van der Sar stood. He didn't move.
Just saw it enter.
He just do you know the song they sang?
Nakamura.
They started hitting table. Da say.
Just stand and look up.
Say Van der Sar. Papa, we grew up in the viewing center. I understand banter. Football would be so useless without banter.
I told you.
This celebration that we're celebrating without banter, I don't think
So what's the point? What will make it sweet? They will not win league. Everybody don't go house. You know what's sweet now?
The same way Man City, Rocky said, what have other teams been doing when they won the league? You know, because banter nobody they banter Man City. When they win it, so please let's keep it up next season. I think it's football
for the next,
and for
the next
people.
5 years.
Hold on. So I'm talking to Arsenal fans. Don't take it personal. Whatever they say, don't take it personal. It's football. Ultimately, no insults. Keep it civil. We laugh, we play. At the end of the day, we fight. Voices are raised, but in the end, it's football. In the end, and
incoming European champion.
I think saying that Remo Stars we're going to talk about. I got relegated.
But they don't
We're not talking about Arsenal.
That was painful, Sha.
Right.
That was really painful.
Right. I one of the reasons I was like, no, I was here today. This is a perfect definition of, when they say the player took an injection to play the game.
Far is not feeling too great.
I had to take an injection. 2 last night, 1 this morning. To be here.
Excellent,
So,
excellent,
brother.
Senior man, I promise you, if you do not win at the Etihad, go and write it down. The league is gone. If you do not win at the Etihad, if you draw, if you do not win there, write it down. The league is gone. It was fun, first of all, to see how rattled Arsenal fans were. Because the insults, my brother. Because I saw the insult, I said, I saw the insult, I said, now so this thing be holding out. Now so this thing be holding out when I talk out.
I had no idea. I had no idea that this thing was.
Now so this thing be
saturated. Tension they do boys like.
Now so this thing be holding out. Say.
Person go to watch my. Your leg go to do like.
When it started getting clear to me that that's so this thing was when I was speaking to Doctor 2 Sundays ago when we were done playing football. Doctor they tell Luz, Luz, you don't see Rufai when you talk for Instagram. Say the confidence when they talk about. It be like say I can't want to say.
What do you know that I don't know?
You like say you don't know something already. And that fear will come grip yourself because you're going to look, wait till this person don't know.
Rufai put fear. Rufai was like, in the entire family.
Rufai said, if you don't win at City, write it down. I say, God.
Rufai put fear for the entire family.
There's some course in football, right? Right. Leave the football for the football leaves you. Right.
That's a banger.
That Rufai's quote comes just under that.
Rufai
writes it down. So that he who sees the vision will run to it.
You see,
because if to say that no win league.
You see that
post go bang.
People were coming after that Bournemouth game. To come and comment.
Yes.
Like tension, they don't hold the tension.
And this idiot
Wale don't even allow them go. They said
he keep posting.
Wale go post am
again. He pin am.
He can't post am again. He can't post am again.
I tell you what, right? What it tells me, right? And I mean, it's the same thing I said last week that, look, I don't know how everybody uses social media. What it tells me is that people save that video and like waiting for it.
Yeah,
right?
of course we're waiting.
So like to come back to it.
I have to also say though, I was a little bit disappointed because now when I win league, I was expecting 1 million views, 3 to 5K comments. No worry now, me una dey insult. Keep
Me una,
insulting.
yeah,
But
as
let it get to like 5K comments.
If you enter
If you
comments,
want to
right,
insult
good.
my father, insult him there.
Put it in the comment section.
Person wey wan die don go see jail.
Simple one jam am.
Simple, right?
Insult me there.
like
I was expecting
Fine, go
5,000.
even respond. You
I was
just delete
expecting
everything.
5,000 comments.
He's doubling down Arsenal fans. Let's go for it.
It started be disappointed. See, bro, I had, you know what was crazy? I almost responded to one guy. And the reason I almost responded to that guy.
But in fact, that's great restraint, you know. Like that's great restraint.
The reason
But
I almost
insult fire.
The reason I almost responded to that guy was because I knew the guy from school.
Okay.
We have not talked since we left school.
Wow.
We follow each other personally. He was in the comment throwing shades.
Before you go on, I tell you what, right? That's his goal, getting your attention.
You get?
You just want to get attention.
So I saw.
Yeah, I know how people like
I
that.
saw the guy's comment. I wanted to respond. I was like, nah, this nigga.
Yeah.
Go on, drop another one. It's good for the show.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
So that guy we talk say now you like guys.
So this is why I feel like this is why I feel like
there was one
Whiskey FC. Relax.
Like guys, yeah.
Whiskey FC are the greatest fan base in the world. Right? You see, if you insult Whiskey, right, you best believe that you will have the most viral post of all time with insults.
If he insults
Just like
Whiskey.
You get? If you want to get a
First insult Whiskey first.
insult Whiskey, no worry, you get 10,000.
But that's what I said. Arsenal fans is a bit like like
insult me. I can take it.
yeah. I don't see it. Right.
Let
got
it
skin in the
a
game.
million views.
I don't see it,
2
right?
million views.
And this is why I don't really like this our La Liga team. No banter. We just a win league.
That's why.
Stop there, Benny.
That's why you need Mourinho in the league, right?
We just the win league.
Don't worry, Mourinho is coming.
Come and win the game.
You didn't everything as Flick talk. They say, hey, do you know that Mourinho is in the league? He said he's just in the league like other managers.
No, we don't see good passer.
Baba, no worry.
As if
I
Flick
don't
go
worry
learn.
now.
They don't take Gadola before he goes
It's too much of a small fry. Don't
As
worry
if
about
Flick
that.
go learn.
It's a small fry. He doesn't even have the. He don't get the kind.
But yes, a club they invite Pep for maybe hangout or something.
It's good. Good luck.
Anything they want to do.
You see, that's my problem with Klopp, and I strongly believe that's why Klopp didn't win more than one Premier League
Yeah,
title.
differentiate.
He allowed himself. He allowed himself to become friends of Pep Guardiola.
He's a groupie.
Scatter everything. Make Pep self they shake.
I think I want to scatter everything.
But no. Arteta did not even scatter anything.
But there's tension there. He wanted to.
I thought you know there was tension.
He wanted to.
Why did
I
you
think
cut
I will
that
say.
part?
I think I will say.
I know what they are doing. What they do
I know
there.
what they do over there. I worked there for many years. Pep said, what do we do?
Yeah. I think I said it like there's tension there.
I said, Pep said,
Yeah.
what do we do?
There's definitely tension there.
115 charges.
Even that one we then win. That one we Liverpool win. Now proper. The guys. You know, see their Man City Liverpool game. You know this one are bad.
No, you have to understand something, right? When you're in a battle against a rival, right? And it is for legacy, it is for posterity, right? You have to understand that posterity is a longer time than the immediate, right? Compliments in the immediate don't serve anybody any purpose.
Yeah, of course.
I think for some people are more satisfied with instant gratification. Do you get?
Yeah.
You tell me I'm a good guy today, that's great. That's why, if you say, oh, it's a great podcast today, I don't take it as seriously. So I won't take it as seriously when you say it's not a great podcast. Oh, these guys, I don't watch it. I lost respect for them. I didn't care when you said it was good. So why should I, how much more less?
We care, but we don't.
No. I mean, it's relative. But
Yeah.
what I always say is this, right? You cannot base your worth on what people think or don't think. Do you get?
You get disappointed very
So a lot of times I
quickly.
see people say, oh, this is the best podcast. You understand? It is great to hear. Everybody loves to hear great things. But, I know that is an emotion. And emotions they are wavy. Right?
The way I would even say it is that if you say that it's the best podcast, yes, I agree. I know that it's the best podcast.
You're going to put a lot of work.
The reason I know that it's the best podcast is not because you are saying it. You are right. But the reason I know that it's not because you are saying it. So if you wake up tomorrow and say it's a shit podcast, good luck.
You understand?
I know what I know. Yeah. So when you said it the first time, it's not the reason I know what I know. Now that you're saying a different thing, it also won't be the reason why I know what I know.
Yep. So it's funny because I see every time, you know, I find, and I have to say this to some of our new viewers. People stumble on us. I think people stumble on our podcast every week, and they're always surprised by the amount of non-football conversation that we have on the podcast, right? And we need to find an agreement on that. You know, what do we need to do? Because if you like the football conversation, you can lead with that. You can say, you know what, you guys really know the game, and I love the way you guys talk about football. And because I like it that much, I would like to hear more football, right? Than, you know, they put phone for your where your prick day.
No. There was going to be an alarm. There was going to be an alarm.
I didn't look at him.
Are you trying to jumpstart something?
I didn't look at him since. What's happening?
There was an alarm that was coming. I didn't want the alarm to come up when I put it in my pocket. So I don't.
I hear people talk about. I first I saw it on Instagram. I say I'm DJing tonight. I say what's DJing? You get what DJ? This one I know.
I'm big now.
I say I got to hear this clip for the bar. I say I call it enter the comments.
So you understand what you need to talk.
You don't understand. I don't understand.
Man, just a disclaimer.
I don't understand. My brother, that DJ.
Let's see DJ something for you. I thought
that DJ consequence, I sab you.
Seniorman still never know. Seniorman. I don't know. No.
You say, what may say when you say
take me the player.
Say when they take like halfway through your DJ session. When the battery, I say which battery? DJ use battery. I have to go and research this thing. So as it vibrates, so I say, you don't join DJs.
That's Twitter. Not the way you don't go nobody.
Anyway,
this country don't spoil.
So going back to it, right? I think that I mean, you're not trying to you know, police anybody's thoughts, but if you like the podcast, you can say, guys, I think that, you know, you should, you know, reduce as opposed to saying, oh, I don't want to watch your podcast because you do more non-football stuff than all that stuff. Every time somebody says that, somebody immediately comes and says, no.
Yeah,
you are new here.
Exactly.
We day since. This is why we like it.
Someone has asked me before, like, what are you guys really into? Like, you said I've watched several episodes and I always, the lifestyle conversations you people have, the real life conversations you people have, you know, it just makes you feel like, obviously women, we have followers who are women, but it just feels like it's a conversation where you invite men to the table to have. And people like that, you know, there will be one or two who just want to be, you know, very straight-jacketed, you know, let's do football conversation. But you know, if you live for this country, they talk football only.
Fast forward it. Anyway, I wanted to ask you guys, I saw something that caught my attention, right? And it's pretty much I enjoyed this. Said you have to remove 3 things from the list, right? I'm going to start with you, Ini. You know, I'll start with IBK, actually. Number 1, sex. 2, gym. 3, alcohol. 4, love. 5, money. 6, social media. 7, music. 8, friends. You have to remove 3 things, right? So
3 things. Yes.
You can look up. You can use my phone so you could see it well, right? So there's gym, there's love, there's sex.
Alcohol will have to go.
Okay.
Love will have to go.
I have one last one to remove.
They go gym once in a while. I think social media.
Social media is there.
Yeah, the social media there. I'm sorry you didn't go as the first one.
Alcohol, definitely. Social media, number 2. Social media. Baba, if you give me 100 million now, I leave social media now. Now, like as I'm telling you now, if you give me 100 million now, I leave social media now.
Immediately.
I'm not even thinking. No, gym is
There's
right.
friends there as well.
Friends, Baba.
What is life without friends?
What do you know?
Yeah. There's love there. there's gym.
Baba, I love love.
No, you can't leave love. You know who is at home now.
So there are 8 things on the list.
Baba, this thing hard though.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
You're
easy.
making it look like it's that
Like,
easy.
there are 8 things
But-
there. You have to eliminate 3.
That's how we do show with the UB. Person can send us message, say, this thing Arsenal winning league is better than having sex. I say, please, hold it to. Stop that thing you are saying. Winning league is sweet, though. You find no.
So Arsenal fans, like, let us know, like, you know, somebody says it feels better than having sex. So, like,
that
you
thing,
know.
I know if you remove 3, those 2 alone, alcohol and social media. Now you need money, you need friends, music. Come on, you can't live without music. Gym and Oblo. You do
I picked mine already because of, obviously I saw it before you guys saw it. But I picked mine already.
Sex.
You feel come out.
I'm just joking.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I won't begin to suspect you.
What are you talking
Of course,
about?
What are
alcohol
you
is gone.
talking about?
Alcohol is gone. Social media is gone. Then
Love.
You're about to lose your relationship.
Maybe the baby watch this.
Be careful what you say next.
Because you can't take out money, you can't take out friends.
Of course.
gym.
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 So I tell you what I picked, right? Wale, do you want to have a go? Right?
What if we come out everything?
So I took out social media as number 1, right? That was number. So of course, let me rephrase it. There's 6. There's sex. There's gym. There's alcohol. There's love. There's money. There's social media. There's music. There's friends. I can't do life without music. I can't. What is life without friends? So of course, those two things stay. You need to have money in life, right? So money stays, right? I was conflicted between. So what's remaining now, effectively, is sex, gym, alcohol, and love, right? Now, I was conflicted between sex and love, right? But I thought, I think
I come out sex. If I find love, I go get sex.
I think I can take out sex.
If you
Right.
find love.
I take out. I want life with alcohol, so alcohol stays on my list.
Mwangba.
No, alcohol stays on my list.
I don't want.
Like, what is life? Right?
Wait. Alcohol stays.
Alcohol stays.
Gym one remove now.
Gym goes out.
Okay.
So sex goes out, gym goes out, social media goes out for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
So
because what is life without?
So
what is life
you
without
can
friends?
live your life without sex.
Yeah. Yeah. So how's love is there?
He has been doing that, so
No, we're not saying that.
Exactly.
We're not saying that you are going to have sex in love, no. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, but love is.
I've been doing that. I've been doing
No,
that.
that's not what I'm saying. Actually, I'm just saying that I feel like when you have love in your life, right?
They why not? See,
No.
no, they try why not. You can live your life without sex.
Yeah. When it
He's
comes
not
to
married,
it,
so obviously now.
Are you stupid? Me and this man stayed in the same house.
but
What are you on about?
About to be casted.
No. I'm saying that I'll take out. I feel like if you have love in your life, so would you rather have sex in your life and take love out?
I left both there. There's a reason.
Okay, you took alcohol.
I took out alcohol.
Okay, cool. That's we differ there. Yeah. That's where we differ, right? Anyway,
In fact, I almost removed love.
that's I wanted to
You would have lost your
I lost
relationship.
yeah.
Not necessary.
You know. So yeah, that's what happened there, right? Someone said at Heathrow Airport, check-in, I was asked. It's actually asked. You know, has anyone put anything in your baggage without your knowledge? I answered, if it was without my knowledge, how would I know? People were asking,
And that's true. Because
You say without my knowledge. Why are you asking me this question?
people should stop. I see that question. People will stop asking people.
Is it that you have seen something I have not seen?
I've not seen.
You now
Tell
tell
me.
me.
I said anybody put on your bag, you don't know.
No.
You get,
God no go allow us to
God. People the reason. If it was without my knowledge.
how would I know now?
It is something to do without my knowledge.
One of the best answers I've ever seen in my life. The VIO stopped the woman. He said, oh, madam, this is your number plate. Say the paint has washed off. Say, what happened now? How is the paint washed off? The woman said, it's true. Say, every morning when I come out, I lick the paint. asking you stupid questions.
Yeah, asking me stupid, foolish. They say, as the woman talk that one. Say, they say, I mean, leave, I mean, they go, this one that trouble something. I'm making it go.
I see one. I see one. You don't see that one where road safety stop him. So the road safety can't say making go show them the fire extinguisher. So as he come, he was he was confident that everything they always did. So as he can't open the boot, he no can't see the thing for there.
You don't see fire extinguisher.
The first thing he say, which kind of alarm is? He said the road safety look at like he said look at this. He said the one say now 50K you go collect last. So the guy don't know, say the guy know the law very well.
Yeah.
And so the guy open website.
No, he tell them, say
the open website of.
They are telling him that he will pay 50K for the fine.
It's 10K now.
When they look at, he said no,
it's not 10K.
He said, Oga,
it's 3.5.
It's 3K offense. Write the
No, not even
tickets.
3.5.
Write the tickets sharply.
He said they did shop. Write the tickets.
No, let's
He said,
not.
don't worry, that is 3.5.
Show you that you don't get sense.
Bro, me say I don't download that thing. No, I swear I don't know before. I don't download that.
That funny one from 2 seasons ago. The guy said I caught it cold. He said, why you catch it cold? No, let it go. Let it cold go. Why you catch it cold? He say if I'm going to build a house, I'm going to build it from the ground up.
No. Bro,
God, me from heaven. Because the guy said, I think that's a great idea because
Oh my God.
that's a great idea. Because if you're trying to build it from up, see, you're already some trouble.
person just stand up from bed.
Oh, man.
But you see person they stretch. You were sleeping. No, I was training to die. Person you don't see person they sleep.
They ask now whether you pretend.
He say, I know me wake person up when they pretend to sleep. They like carry on. Now you talk that thing. I did talk that thing that day.
No, you don't be wake person when they pretend to sleep. You don't get what you want to do. You don't go wake up.
Nothing, bro.
Because that pretense get planned.
Bro. See, I was at a funeral. I was at a funeral and I said, the woman is going to a better place. I said, no, she's in a box.
You know that time
she's in a box.
That time when we dey younger now, you dey for your room. Maybe you dey do something, you dey play. You don't hear they don't call your name, they want send you message. You don't like this for bed.
You don't.
They call your name for them, they call your name. So now the voice they closer. As you reach, they can't open your door. You still there for them. They put you know, person when they pretend to sleep. You don't wake up.
The agenda has been set.
It has been set since. You don't go feel wake up now.
The mission has been set.
When they enter your room, they will come, they wake you.
Bro.
You say, good. Spot that you go again.
How you go take say your eye, say if they come on light, say person when they sleep, your eyelid no go dey move. Your eyelid go dey shake. You mean say there's involuntary action happening. You get
wake up.
Right. Let's get into it. So what we decided to do today was season is finished, right? So the logic tells you there's not much to talk about, but we didn't do an episode last week, right? We wanted everything to settle. We've seen La Liga champions, we've seen Premier League champions, we've seen German champions, we've seen French champions.
Serie A.
There's one last task to Serie A as well. Who won Serie A, beg?
Inter Milan.
Inter, right? Okay, great.
Won a long time ago.
Right. So we pretty much picked up random topics, and this would have been a good day. Wale, take note of this to put the fans on the show, because it would have been a nice engagement, right? So we picked up random topics, and we're gonna speed through them as best as we can. Let's start off with Pep Guardiola, right? I genuinely hate goodbyes, right? Because it doesn't feel great. But it's been 10 years, and I remember I watched one of the best things I saw, and I think everybody knows this, the power of self-confidence and speaking positively. And I saw a press conference where at the very first one he was asked, English football is very physical, a lot of second balls, and you're known for your style of play, beautiful football and things like that. And how do you intend to how do you intend to bring that beautiful football to the Premier League? And his answer was simple. He said, that's why I'm here. Right. And it becomes so profound because 20 titles in 10 years, something like that. Ridiculous. So I was going to start off with asking, what is when you think about Pep Guardiola, what is the biggest credit you give him? Because obviously the bandwagon is that, he changed, the way football is played. And whilst that must be true, I feel like it is almost, it is not lazy, but it's an easy answer to give. What do you think about him?
My answer has always been the same. Getting luxury players to, work hard like animals. That's the biggest credit I will give the man, because it wasn't an easy thing before him, because luxury players will always tell you, no, I function better if I don't have to do this and do that and do that. But, when you look at the kind of players who have gone through him, De Bruyne, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, players who, before him, all we could think about was their technical ability, what they could do with the ball. Never mind what they could do without the ball. But he's just come in and he's made every player understand that football is team effort. And as good as you are as a player, you can't help this team if you're not contributing to the other sides of the game. And that's the biggest credit. You look at teams now, and everybody now almost has adopted everybody defends, everybody attacks, everybody works for the team. And he's the pioneer. He's the reason football is played like that these days. I still remember your Jurgen Klopp saying, like, the one thing he always told his players was, are you Messi? No. Are you Ronaldo? No. You have to run back, because those are the two players in world football that you can afford not to tell them to run back. But with what he's done for 10 years, an incredible manager. There will be debates all over the place, but I think he's certainly the greatest.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure. You can go. I don't know if it's a good argument to make with the greatest manager of all time. I think this is certainly a valid argument to make. But it's your turn. Answer, what is the?
Yeah. So, first out the gate, definitely not the greatest manager for me. But has to be one of the greatest in the Premier League. If you win, how many Premier League titles?
6.
6 in 10 years.
10 years.
That's ridiculous. So, obviously I agree with
7.
Obviously I agree with. He's the reason why a lot of what is done in terms of tactical side of the game.
You see the thing.
Strategy.
Leicester's season.
Just Google now.
No.
Liverpool
Let him
twice,
figure it out
Arsenal
himself.
Not
once.
Leicester, it was Chelsea.
Let him figure
It
it
was
out.
Chelsea,
himself.
not Leicester.
Oh, no, Chelsea, sorry.
Chelsea.
He who what? What's that? He who must prove. There's that saying.
No worry, I don't know.
Now, if you are questioning him, then you must bring forth evidence.
I don't know.
So I think that's a big deal. I'm trying to think if I can go on and say, greatest manager in the Premier League after Ferguson. 10 years, 6 titles, that's a big deal. And of course, how football is played, particularly a lot of football in the Premier League moving from being overly physical. Have to give him credit for that as well. So I think it's a big deal. I've always felt like, if you're a billionaire, it's a lot easier to achieve your dreams. That's not to say that there are not billionaires that are bums. But if you're a billionaire and you set out to achieve your dreams, you have more than enough resources that will make it a lot easier for you to achieve. So as much as it is true that, all of these things that I have done, revolutionized, you did that, won these titles, won that title, whatever. I just never agree with using him and his achievements to talk down on people who have done exceptional things with less and less resources. And I also agree with you, the biggest credit I would always give him is getting exceptional superstar players to work as any other player.
Okay, for me, I think I'll just say that people think it is easy to, when you spend money you get what you want, especially when it comes to football. And Pep has made me realize that it's not even about spending money. You know, we've seen Liverpool spend a lot of money in the last 2 years. We've seen Arsenal spend a lot of money. We've seen United spend a whole lot of money. And they are still looking for, you know, a little bit of success, at least to complement whatever they've spent. Pep has shown that when you spend so much, you can still achieve less if you don't do it the right way. And that's the biggest credit I've given Pep, because in the end, what people say is, oh, he spends a lot of money. But you can spend a lot and not win. United, UB is there. They've spent so much, they don't win. So in the end, why I will not go with yours is because when you say you make good players, you know, do what normal players would do, I think that's still based on what he has achieved in the past. Because Enzo Maresca cannot come to City now and start doing what Pep has done in terms of making players, you know, run around and all of this. So what he has achieved has made him become what he is at City. So that's how I don't think that's the biggest credit. That's why I would say the biggest credit is, for me, is he has spent so much and he has also said, okay, I've spent this and I'm giving you this. Like, more like,
Let me
garbage in, garbage out. You understand?
Let me give you wait. You be wait.
He has done what?
You be wait.
Let me 20 trophies in 10 years.
Let me quickly respond to IBK.
20 trophy on the town community shield.
Let me quickly.
Yeah,
They're inside now.
No be Mourinho cause am. No be Mourinho cause am.
Let me quickly
When Mourinho
respond.
say the trophy, he get trophy drought. He say community shield, this one a trophy from now on, this thing a trophy.
That one a lie, but
Which one? Wetin be like?
it is a lie.
Wetin be like? Wetin be like? No be Mourinho cause am. You dey whine me.
It is a lie. Before Mourinho came to before Mourinho came to Man U, the issue of community shield or no community has always existed. Before he ever came to United.
Hey, we know, but
that's why it's a
carry
lie.
am serious like this.
Now, the fact that
Una turn am to silverware.
I understand that.
Let me
I want to respond to IBK. I understand that they are talking about your fave. So let me respond to you like this. When you say that people think that when you spend money, it's easy to win when you spend money. Pep has shown that some other clubs have spent money and they have not won. You are moving out of the context though. How many clubs have spent as much as Pep whilst having that same coach there for 10 years? Is like you are moving out of the context. The reason there's no coach in the 10 years that Pep has been in the Premier League that has had the conditions that Pep has had. The conditions being, before Pep even came to City, it was almost as if he had picked the people that worked above him. Before he even came, they were already picking people from the Barcelona boardroom down to City. Before he was even... relax.
But he walked his way there.
I did not say he did not walk his way there. I am telling you that this is the problem. Like I said, this is always the problem. You can't use Pep's achievements to talk down on other people who have not had the resources he has had to work with. It's always the issue I always have. You can't come and say, oh, some other people that have spent and they have not really... Meanwhile, you are only saying some of these other people have...
Because the reason you are spending money is because you want trophies.
Let me ask you a direct question.
The reason you are spending money is because
I agree with you,
want trophies.
by the way. But let me ask you a direct question. Do you think that the successes that Pep had at Man City is down to how much he spent?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying now. It's not just money, but money is a big part of it.
You know, I understand. I get it. It's IBK who doesn't understand what you're saying. IBK is thinking that you're attributing his success to the money he spent. That's why
money is a big factor.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
money is a big factor because
but it's the entire chain of...
Exactly. Money makes it easier because it gets you really good players.
Money makes it easier, but it's not a big factor.
No,
which is also what I'm saying. It is a big factor.
Easier, but it is not a big factor. It is not.
Let me explain to you.
His knowledge of the game is a big factor, not money.
As recently as January.
His knowledge of the game is a big factor,
Words
not
from
the
the
money.
I question your knowledge of the game.
No.
Right. Speaking of knowledge of the game.
No, hold on.
Sorry,
hold on.
Yeah.
Rumors from the words from the rumor mill said that Arsenal had a deal with Semenyo for the summer. Semenyo is an Arsenal fan. His family is an Arsenal fan. Arsenal fans. They had the conversation. We're going to pay the release clause in the summer.
Yeah.
Arsenal didn't have the money to do it in January.
He went in
Man
January.
City came in January and said, we are ready to pay the money now. So that's money having. That's money having a factor.
Listen, let me quickly say
Big
another
factor,
thing. Wait,
because
let me quickly say another thing.
What Semenyo has done, Semenyo is one of the critical reasons City pushed Arsenal all
Let
the
me
way.
quickly say another thing.
So
Let me
you
quickly
cannot say money is not a big factor.
Do you know why they say? Do you know why they
not.
say? Relax
is.
yourself. Do you know why they say money is even when they say that? Oh, if you have an endless bag, it makes it. It's not that other people are not spending money, but how much are you? See, at the end of the day, when they say
Convenient is it
how
for you?
much- See,
How convenient is it for
how
you
much
to
are you
spend money
able
when you
to
want to
lose?
spend?
That's the point. How much are you able to lose?
IBK,
City,
three
wait.
transfer
City can
windows.
go into the
Have you not
market.
spent so much
No,
as well?
three
Have you not
transfer
spent
windows.
so much as well?
Wait, 3 transfer
What
windows.
have you won the years you've
No,
spent
hold
money?
on now, IBK. 3 transfer windows. The one January of last year,
Yeah.
City were struggling. They looked like they were going to be out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
They went and splashed in January.
Like,
In
and,
200
those,
million
and
January.
all of
In
those players,
summer.
at some point, they know they play
They're not
again.
playing.
In the summer,
Yeah.
How many clubs
it's
can
gonna
do
splash
that?
again. In January again, 3 transfer windows. What
Splash
Pep
again.
has spent in 3 transfer windows, you cannot tell me that it doesn't. City were not going to play Champions League last season if they didn't sign those players they signed in January.
Look at Liverpool now.
So you cannot say money is not
Liverpool
a
before the
factor.
start of this
It's a
season.
big factor.
Liverpool before the start of this season, they spent 400 and something million, right? No. The point is they spent 400 and
so
something
many-
million.
so many did you
A lot of
say?
those players got injured. Whatever. The
said
point
Jota.
is Liverpool still cannot afford for those players not to work. They will still have to do everything to make sure those players work. City, if it was City, you can just go into the market and go and get other ones.
If Pep signed Isak for instance, and Isak was the
You don't go
Isak
market, go
was
for
supposed
another
to be
one.
the main guy in the new season, and that's what Liverpool signed Isak for.
Yes.
Isak comes in and gets an injury for
They
a
go to
reasonable long
market
time.
in January.
In January,
When Messi was going to leave Barcelona, Pep won Bayern.
If you are talking about
So,
coach,
guys, let me
Pep wanted to bring Messi to Man City.
I'm a Pep fan, but
let me come in here, right?
the money has helped him. Let's be honest.
When the question is asked, right? What makes Pep a genius? What is the biggest compliment you personally give Pep Guardiola? Right.
That's the question.
Right. That's the question. Right. The conversation about when you're analyzing football, if you're analyzing a football game, you analyze the game independent of the things that happen around a football club, because you're analyzing a football game, right? So your selection, substitutions, refereeing
Style of
calls,
play.
all that stuff, tactical, all that stuff. When you analyze football over a period of time, you have to now include the factors
That make it
that
easy.
make that
Exactly.
period. That is how you analyze the game.
Exactly.
right?
I'm not
saying-
Hold
I'm
on a
not
second.
saying
Hold on.
money is
Hold
not
on.
a
Hold on.
factor.
Listen,
But it's not a huge factor.
Hold on. Hold on.
help you.
You've spoken.
Let
I'm not.
you help you.
I'm not. Let me help you there, right? Right. The biggest credit I give Pep, right? And the word genius is thrown around. The same thing, world class tag. And by the way, people asking a question. Gabriel and Saliba asked world class. No.
That one
No,
concern you.
me, I've said it now. Once they win the league, I give it to them. They're world class.
Now you
I said it before now.
Even if they win 7 leagues
Because
and 14 Champions League.
because the premise I gave.
No, me, I said it before now.
You
I
said
said
it.
when
So,
they win the league.
good man, God bless you.
Me, I didn't say
Your wife no go
it.
leave
You understand? Me, I didn't say it. So my premise was quite simple, right? Anyway, when you go back to
Person we almost called Ghana to work class.
Please, you laugh yourself.
I didn't. I'm not like you.
He never did that.
No, he almost did.
That's the last thing I would.
I'm not like
I've
you.
been
Don't worry.
talking many things where you be talking, but never Garnacho and world class. Never.
I'm not like you. Relax.
He say he humble.
Relax.
And there's a chance.
Always hated Garnacho. One time now he just was the guy he has talent, but he needs to work out
One game
Garnacho
Garnacho
world
play.
class.
You know one game where Ghana to play against Arsenal where he run bed wide ragged. You be next pistol was waxing lyrical.
No, now
he said the kid. He looks like I look around the league and No one is age. No one is age.
But yeah, but I didn't call it world class, right? This one called Gavi. You say Gavi a world class player. I said, how can Gavi be a world class player?
When did you call Gavi that time?
He's a chalk pusher. Straw. He's a chalk pusher.
Straw, small pass. Hustle, small pass.
He's a chalk pusher.
Now Nepo, now they put him for World Cup squad. Now Nepo baby.
They put up the squad.
Yes,
Yes,
he's in the
yes,
World Cup squad.
Yes,
Now Nepo baby now.
what they did was that,
Barcelona have hijacked the institution.
Frankie was the one that suffered it. You get it because they wanted to give Gavi playing time.
So
Wait, Gavi is in the
played it
World
out.
Cup squad.
Yes, now they played it out now.
So
That was why they were giving him playing time.
this is
Barcelona are doing Ojoro.
so let's wrap up on
I know Madi player
on
in
the
this
Pep thing, right? Because people are watching
Very well, bruv.
and they are following the conversation, right?
Yeah, my brother. Help me out there.
Shut up. We Pep, right? We Pep. I say that. I always say that. Obviously, the big credit you give him is, you don't look at the number at the back of the shirt. Basically, the name at the back of the shirt. Pep just, if you're not Messi or Ronaldo, what I want to do, everybody sit down. I'm the boss here. I determine what we're going to do, right? And he's always done that from the first day he took the job, right? Deco, Ronaldinho, you, out the door. I don't want you to be there. And that's what he's always done. That's who he is, right?
That's incredible.
That's who he is. But that's one thing, right? The other thing I give him the biggest credit for is when you think about managers and the people call it genius, that kind of thing. I always say that the guy picks the best environment for him to work as successful. He is very single-minded about his success.
Yeah, that's not a slight on him.
That's
That's how he loves to work. In fact, it's an amazing thing to do.
The guy is like if you're looking for a firefighter, I am not a fireman, right? I am an architect. I come in, I look at the survey, I do the soil test, I look at what's the wind speed, how much, and I get the tools that are going to make us raise this skyscraper. Are you playing? I went to school.
Study now.
Right?
Oh, you're not.
Don't be waiting
No,
in
I'm
study.
not an architect.
Okay.
Waiting they go.
I went to study idiots. They no go. Don't keep quiet there, Benny.
I went to school. You understand? When they say, I do general course, you won't listen. General course, you won't listen. You will pressing phone in the class. You pressing phone. This is where you get all this basic information.
I don't understand.
I better small compliment too.
You get someone in the comment said you it's not rocket. We're not doing rocket science. It's football. Don't analyze it. I can only use what I know to analyze the game, right? If I talk normally, everybody don't understand. Make I get right. Anyway, just kidding. But that's what Pep does, and I love him for it, right? The guy says, I'm going to go from Barcelona to Bayern Munich to Man City, right? Bro, this is a deliberate thing. Right? It's a deliberate thing.
Sunday I will call out.
Sunday I will call. Let you go. You get tomorrow now. Leeds will call you. Say, well, we just have a new one that take over. That's taking over.
Let's say now,
a lot of money.
I'm already fine with him. Go kill him.
You say firefighter.
I'm already fine with him. Go kill.
Now they find what you go kill him.
You wake up there.
Now you want go do. Now you want go do.
Now you want coach Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
That's when you find go see him.
And people always say, oh no, I prefer Mourinho as a manager, right? Because I think he's a more flexible manager. You understand? And that, for me, that's the better manager. But what I give Pep credit for is there are things that Pep, there's a way he thinks about the game, right? That is very tangential from where everybody thinks. So I saw a funny video where he's talking to somebody. You understand? You understand? He has that. I feel like he's on a bit of a spectrum. You understand? If you think about the way he is, he's like, there's something off about him that makes him an enigma, right? Now, over the years, I've tried to figure out, is he acting? Is he not acting? I don't know they can act for that long.
No, he finds a balance. He acts sometimes. He's rude
right?
sometimes. Let me tell you. There's that interview he did on his way out now, where he said, you know what? One of the where they say, does he have any regrets? Yeah, not giving Johan. That's acting.
It's acting.
Pure acting.
He's acting.
He's just giving English media. Let's shake hands on this one before I leave.
Yep.
He's been a good run.
But but also Joe Hart. Joe had respond to it.
That's a serious.
Just is very gracious about it.
Yeah, and
Very gracious.
Joe Hart said
The attention, guess what? The attention of that conversation should be on Joe Hart. Not on what
Joe Hart said that, as angry as he was at the time, as frustrated as he was England number one, he needed to play and blah, 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 blah. He said that the one thing that he still respects the guy for was that the guy was honest with him, told him face to face. No, he wasn't, managers come in and pretend, oh, don't worry, let's see how it goes. But you're England number one. England number one cannot be sitting on the bench or trialing, fighting for each other. That's the one credit. So maybe this was a perfect way to leave the English scene.
That's not
necessary.
That's acting. Has he gone back to Barcelona and say, I have a regret of dropping Eto'o, Ronaldinho, and all of them out of the scene?
To come back to the point you made about money.
They're not Spanish.
No.
They were not Spanish people.
Let's wrap it up on Pep, right?
So I think we can shake hands on that. I think we can agree that there's been some play acting there.
Yeah, of course.
He's gone now
the
for
money
simulation.
conversation, right?
Simulation.
Right. And he explained it perfectly well. You get. When you spend money, right? If you spend money in the right condition, it's like you're trying to sandfield an ocean. Do you understand? Right. And you didn't pick the right area to sandfield. You can't pick some very deep parts. You are going to. It's like you can feel it all you want. It's not going to be solid ever. Do you understand? Pep's conditions for success, right? The hierarchy that walks above him is the most meticulous hierarchy I've ever seen in football.
Let me also help you there. Arsenal have won the league now, Abi.
How many times have they changed my director of football?
Arsenal have won the league now, Abi.
They do. What do they do? Take Arsenal. They do.
Now, but Arsenal did what of Arteta 7 years plus. You guys did how many years getting to top 4? So they loaded up Champions League money, Premier League money for a few years.
Financial muscle.
They built financial muscle for a few years before they were able to go into the market last season and say, we are going to buy such that our bench will be rich enough, our first team will be rich enough.
It felt like Pep had that from day one.
No. It was being arranged. What are you saying? It's not like felt like Pep came into a team that had Fernandinho, that had company, that had Aguero, that had all this, De Bruyne, that had all these people.
That had David Silva as well.
Still go into the market and buy whoever he wanted. It's not the same. Stop saying as if how many people are saying.
No, I understand.
I'll give you another example, bro.
Nobody's saying Pep won because of money.
That's why I started with the credits.
That's why I asked him the direct question. Do you think that
it's only money?
Money that makes it. No, it's not money. But the reality
plays a huge role.
Let's be honest. See, for this country where we live, between me and you see the richest people in this country, they have the kind of background that you don't have.
You get call alone. You think get 200 million.
You think Dangote
you work with 200 million. If you do, they go do call 500 million.
I don't see somebody where
you get money too now, but there's levels.
When Dangote say, "Oh, clearly, my uncle Dan Tata, oh my grandfather this,"
don't
they set him up for where he is today.
Leverage.
Look at this.
Do we take credit away from his business acumen?
No,
we don't.
No, but it's easier with the money.
Without those things, those background, you don't know if you will be here today.
You don't know.
Massive credit to the guy.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know A.A. Rano. A lot of people don't know A.A. Rano. You understand? Rano is relative. It's a coincidence that your relative is also a multi-billionaire, you understand?
Again, another example. When Klopp came into Liverpool, Klopp spent money too. By the time he would do whatever years he did, of course he spent money too, and then he won the league and then he won the Champions League. But the team that Klopp built his team on, all the core, he bought them, not the players he met. He met most of the players he met, they were bombs. He bought the team he built.
Flanagan.
Right? And guess what? And guess what?
Martin
all
Kelly.
the players he built the team on.
You don't want football.
All the players he built the team on, none of them he bought as superstars. None.
Yeah.
Yes, he bought Van Dijk at 70 million. He bought
Yeah, but he was not a superstar.
He was not a superstar. He was playing for Southampton.
A lot of people forget.
I was playing at
But
Roma.
Pep doesn't buy
That's the biggest
superstars.
credit the club gets.
A lot of people forget one of the best left.
Firmino from Leverkusen.
Pep doesn't buy superstars.
People speak about. Alan was what? People speak about left-sided centre backs. One of the best I've ever seen. Right. I don't know if you can
Emerick
guess.
Laporte.
It's Emerick Laporte.
Yeah.
Emerick Laporte was moved out of Man City and nobody knew about. Like he was like, man, he could defend.
Yeah.
But in terms of playing, I don't know that I make technical.
Do you
See, honestly, what they do with Martinez, I play ball. I think Emerick Laporte is probably better.
Yeah.
You understand?
Liverpool was great.
Liverpool was incredible.
Most
playing the ball.
Is he
playing the ball.
Is he in the Spanish squad?
Yeah, he's been.
You
Laporte is in the
understand?
Spanish squad. Okay.
Laporte was moved on. Nobody.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
nobody
saying.
cares about
It's not that everybody
without
spend
thinking.
money.
Bro,
But how much are you willing to burn
I saw Kovacic
in
in
achieving
the
this?
last 2 weeks of the season.
or something like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look at the Man City, the chain of Man City defenders. John Stones, big money signing. Luis Diaz, big money signing. Ruben Diaz. Emerick Laporte, big money signing. Josko Vardiol,
Big money signing.
Like, look at the assembly. These are players that, you know, in their prime, they walk into any team in world football.
Yep.
But you know he has done it without money. That's why I said.
No,
What do you do without
Look
money?
at Barca
See,
now. He didn't.
So the reality is that
Do you not hear the part where they say if you have Messi, you don't you have No. What's cap about? What's cap about it?
Gerard Martino. Waiting with that guy.
Tata Martino.
Not that.
Gerard Martino, that's the name, Tata Martino.
Was it Tata Martino?
The exception is never the rule, bro.
Tata Martino no win Shingbai.
But it doesn't mean...
It doesn't mean. Anyway, let's wrap up with Pep, right? I want us to talk about speaking about signings and things like that. When the season finishes, you look back and you think about the, player. Everybody's talking about signings now. I see United fans talking about Ederson. Oh, it's good, it's not good. But what signing has impressed you the most? At the end of the season, and let's start with Premier League is pretty much everybody's bread and butter, right? So let's just stay there. So think about Arsenal, think about United, think about Chelsea, think Liverpool. I think Liverpool are out of it because they cannot have anybody that impress anybody.
No, for signings.
For new signings.
Because Soboslai has been brilliant.
No, I see the signing.
That's why you said that Liverpool don't have anybody that impressed anybody.
Yeah.
New signings.
He was telling United.
Okay, this boy.
He's remaining at this season.
It's remaining.
Started very well.
The manager played him to the ground.
No, but I think at the end of the day,
The manager played him to the ground.
Gyökeres ended up good numbers.
Gyökeres on his, Gyökeres is a proper centre forward.
I think you are right.
Makes runs, wants to be played in early. Arsenal played a long time without a proper centre forward. And those players were struggling to adapt to him because if you play with Merino drops deep. If you play with Havertz, he drops deep. Arsenal were not used to a player one touch
Given to him.
I don't think they have the player for it. I don't think they have the player. The only guy that had it left. Saka was the only kind of player that could have played with a guy like that.
But they adapted to him. They started playing those balls around the corner. They started understanding that
getting the numbers.
Gyökeres is a player that wants the ball played into space first time. He doesn't need all that. He's not really great in coming and.
No, he's not the most ball secure guy.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. So. He's got strength. He's got pace to run behind. And they didn't quite adapt to him very early. But obviously,
so for Arsenal, that's your best player signing?
New signing.
No, he's not. He's not. I think the best signing Arsenal made, started slow but really adapted to the league and the physical with using Nkapi. I was really...
Yeah, Nkapi really did.
I was really surprised.
Are you guys serious?
When I saw Nkapi,
he did love for them.
Nkapi was the guy who would say, "You're not going to beat me." You could argue that Calafiori in that situation gives you a lot more because Calafiori just brings chaos. He makes runs. He runs everywhere. But Nkapi as a defender, I thought he really impressed in a new league. Speaks very little or no English. So I think he really impressed.
So we're gonna pick Nkapi from Arsenal, right? Anybody from Chelsea?
Of course, João Pedro.
João Pedro
did very well. So let's pick.
No.
So you pick.
It's not just an honourable mention.
So you pick.
What
So you pick João Pedro.
What is signing?
I think with João Pedro, I'm not quite sure where I am on João Pedro in terms of what needs to happen if you get in a proper centre forward, right? I don't know that João Pedro is the guy that's going to lead your line.
I was afraid he was going to turn out like Jesus when Chelsea signed him, because I always felt like he wasn't a proper number 9, but he's proved me wrong, you know. Obviously, there's still the quality of dropping deep, but there's still the hunger to chase goal, you know. He's not just scored goals, you know, because sometimes the temptation is to, he scored some really nice goals, but also he scored tap-ins, you know, he's been there, he scored headers, he's gotten on the end of crosses, you know, and that's what you judge a striker from, go into the area and be a fox in the box. He's done that this season.
I am wrong too, because when we wanted to sign him, I'm like, how? Like, what's this this guy? You know, but I agree with you. He scored all types of goals.
And that's what
I think the first goal he even scored in Premier League was a header.
So
and when you score, I think 15 or 16 Premier League goals, no penalties at
how
all.
many penalties did Gyökeres score?
3.
3 or 6?
No, 14.
I feel like Gyökeres scored all.
Gyökeres scored 3 penalties.
But is your designated taker?
No, is he? Is Gyökeres your designated taker? Not Saka or...
Not Saka
right.
anymore.
Saka.
Not Saka anymore.
Saka collected 1 penalty against West Ham, and the reason he collected them... No, he scored.
Okay.
The reason he collected them was because I think Saka was playing it was a milestone. Saka was going to get to a milestone if he scored that goal. So he took the penalty, but Gyökeres is that's the penalty.
Yeah, so
I don't think he has scored more than 3 penalties though.
He scored 27 penalties in a row.
Yeah, Gyökeres. No, if you see the way they shoot penalties,
He scored 27.
The guy is a problem.
So once he hits it, they ask him, what is the thinking about your penalty? Put it in the back of the net.
He said, you asked me stupid question. So what's the thinking behind the penalty? No, I won't clap for the keeper.
It's a pass it to the corner.
Nonsense.
They put it in the back of the net.
For me, my 2 signings, you think to be pusher, Ugo Ekitike and Ryan Cherki.
Yeah, for Liverpool.
Yeah, Ryan Cherki, Man City.
Really?
Yeah,
you
definitely.
need to apologize.
No, he was saying club by club.
You said Liverpool have not anybody who has impressed anybody.
Ugo Ekitike.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. That's my boy. You know
Ekitike
he was injured a lot. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, he was injured.
No, he wasn't injured.
It was just he came in and...
I thought he adapted to the league so well.
You know when I think it was the midway point or quarterway point, we said, who is the best signing of the season? I said, you know, Ekitike is my favorite.
Yeah,
I think he is
spectacular.
You know, I said it like the kid is an incredible football player.
And I like players I like when players are not, you know, you can't really say, oh, this is his great strength. Oh, this is this. You know, he's here. He puts himself about, has nice feet, you know, strikes the ball well. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the kid at
You've been everybody
at Spurs.
Person on 27.
Right, Wembayana. Right, Wemby.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's who you remember. Like, there's a way.
I think Ekitike is the only guy that has not looked small beside that Wemby guy. You didn't see their pictures together. I think he's the only guy that has not looked small.
That guy hand, he be like that guy hand.
No, that guy.
No. Shaq is the perfect big man. He's the most perfect big man in the NBA history. Yeah, and I agree with him.
He's lanky.
No, he's not all lanky.
He's on one pass.
He's shooting threes.
Yeah.
Big men don't shoot threes like that.
If Ekitike is your team, Sha, and you want to finish, you'll be very angry.
Baba girl, sit down.
No,
that Wembayana guy. You know, when people throw threes, they jump.
Yeah.
So that guy does this. Like,
he
just lifts his body like this.
You see the shot from yesterday, right? Bro, that shot in 3 from the logo. Bro, I was like, someone said this guy is Steph Curry. You have Steph Curry as a big man. Anyway, but that's when I think about, you know, Ekitike. For me and Wemby is about the mentality. There's a way the way Ekitike looks, he looks unfazed. You get sharing a ball we won't play today. You understand?
Like those street
it's
guys.
It's not about the name of the game. You understand? Like play ball. Do you understand?
Play ball.
I get the same sense of Kvaratskhelia. You understand? I get the same sense of Kvaratskhelia. You understand?
Like, more with it.
It's football now. Like it's not like, oh, you are Van Dijk. Oh, great. You made it in for yourself, fantastic, but I'm going to play. Let's play.
Ben White don't play right back.
You get, you know. But yeah, so
as I'm wrapping timber in cotton wool. For that,
Anyway,
we give that guy to Muscara. Muscara will retire early.
we'll get there. So new signings. I think Senor Laman's.
Laman's for
I personally think
United.
that.
Absolutely brilliant.
No, study. Laman's.
You know he's done well.
But I've said, what's his name? I think in Belmore had a
Mbemo started like Mbemo has had up and down.
Yeah.
So Lamon's at the crossboard has been the most consistent new signing United have had this season. You know, he's not quite there yet. But for a young goalkeeper coming from the Belgian league, and I used to watch the Belgian league, and well, those leagues are
Wait,
rubbish.
did you watch Belgian league?
No, they show up for years. You know, and they used to, I used to.
Now they take seniorman play.
Baba, they used to show it in ESPN. The ESPN used to show the Belgian league 2 seasons ago until they replaced it with Saudi league.
Right.
They replaced it with Saudi league.
Right.
You know,
And by the way,
Remind me after the game. I have an idea.
By the way, Saudi league. We have come to the end of our agreement.
I'm not watching again.
I don't win league. I don't promote.
Otito.
Anything what I want to do.
End. We don't do
one
again.
match where one Al Nassr player score one own goal for diving.
The goalkeeper now.
Bento, I mean.
Now the
Sit down for bench like
Which
this.
don't call. Say, I
like
even
this.
come here like
How did I
this.
find myself?
They look like if I make you go and insult the guy. You know, insult the guy.
You don't see why they eventually won the league. The guy came to thank him now. The goalkeeper. He came to Ronaldo. They were translating what the guy was saying. See, the guy was telling Ronaldo, say, I'm sorry, I thank you for always supporting me. Ronaldo said, no, you don't need to apologize.
Yes, no.
He said, no, he needs to apologize.
He needs to apologize.
He needs to.
It's the same thing I'm going for Bruno.
You know,
When they miss chance, they miss chance. When Bruno won't break record.
You know that video.
They don't call Bento for World Cup.
You know
Brazil
that
no
video. You know the one video where in a funny video where coach did touchline. The goalkeeper carry ball like this, start on the dribble. I never seen that video before. When the coach wants to pitch,
The owner them come to
It's messing up for Arab League.
That's what that Al Nassr goalkeeper do.
No, bro. Nobody around you.
Now, your own players, they know.
Investigate the man.
No, him and that Inigo Martinez. 2 of them should be investigated.
Inigo Martinez.
Now, him not the guy. Inigo Martinez jumped into the guy.
Drop him, Abi.
He's
No, he's not in the sport. He's not in the sport.
By the way, what's his name? Bruno's 21st assist. He should have been an own goal.
Yeah,
He was an own goal, actually.
He was an own goal.
But we can give it to him.
No, this
And the funny thing is that
this season has strategic.
you know the dubious. There's a panel called the dubious goal panel. Yeah, there's a dubious.
they all awarded to him.
They're the ones who decide. Like if there is a situation like that, they sit back, review it, decide, and they've not said anything. So I think
they've said
they said something. They all unanimously agree.
They've said it that
realistically, it was an own goal.
I want to talk something. Now, so Onana post after their last game. he say, proud to be part of this family. Mission accomplished. All the best. Man, if I was going to say, waiting be all the best. You know the time for them. Where they come back?
All the best to where you going to?
No, don't tell them all the best. You see them with them now.
That's insane. I see as Onana write something, say he's going back to please.
There's something called stay in action.
No.
Stay, keep the status quo.
No,
but
that just
Onana can
banter.
come in and fight for it.
No, he's coming to fight. He's coming to
That
fight.
just banter. See, you don't understand. Black goalkeepers don't get that much breath. You mess up your first opportunity. You are gone.
No, see, the thing is,
Now why Kameni try?
That's why I say.
And can't chance Vincent the
Remember Kameni?
That's why I say.
Kameni.
That for me,
Espanyol.
when you talk about Mbeumo, as Mbeumo had a great season. He had an okay season, right?
Up and down.
But there was a precedent to his season. You understand? He scored a lot of goals previous, so you expect that there will be a level you cannot go below. Same thing with Cunha. So there was a. This is what you can do this thing, right? With Lamans, you are blinking in the dark with the guy. Like
the kid, by the way.
You understand? So you bring him from Belgian league to Premier League, and literally first game, clean sheet. The game against Everton, right, is the most physical game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Bro, this fool kick 21 corners. 21 corners, bro. Bro, this fool they fight for a team.
Everton do that Man U game, man.
Bro, I never seen
Tarkowski. That other one, O'Brien.
That Tarkowski, if they blow foul against Tarkowski, it appears like say they do a bad thing. But how can you foul person?
No, you know it's on. You go go check the replay. You go go look there. Actually, they complain. This one when I say Arsenal statistics, Arsenal not do this one. No, if you see what that game, that particular game, so Tarkowski and O'Brien, they big like this.
Right. So basically that game, and that wasn't impressive.
In that game,
what was more impressive was after the game they asked him, was that a good thing? I was like, I relish it. It's my strength. You get? Yeah. I'm a goalkeeper that likes to come out and claim. So that's my strength. I enjoy it.
The reason I agree.
That tells me about
mentality. The reason I agree with the key for United.
They Rodri say mentality. Mentality, you know they work again.
No, Mom will say
that's your team.
I see as
relax.
Mom will say I see as in second babe. You don't enter the convention.
You go enter now.
I say this way we don't start so.
What did she say?
No. He say she laugh at Rodri. I say
no,
we go laugh at.
I say I saw Pastore wife start that year. I mean who?
No, but it's good now. It's good.
I mean, he can't the wife start that year.
So what I'll say to that is
I love it.
So far it does it, and I don't think he's going to go beyond that because it's not like she talks about the game in the course of the season.
You don't say if one player starts.
So long as it doesn't go past that, I'm okay with it for now because. And that's the one thing I don't know. We're not talking about Arsenal yet. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so signings. We're done with that. I like Czech a lot, but I don't see. I think that he's a good player. Can be a top player, right?
Pep allowed a lot of things.
Double figure goals, double figure assists this season.
Maresca will carry an IC Shiggy.
So my thing with Czech is that for the amount of talent he has, right? He's too easy to drop.
Because of his playfulness, I mean.
Relax. He's too easy to drop. Like, you see, when you're that talented, the manager doesn't play with he knows that you're going to give him this. There are too many times I've looked at the team sheet and I don't see him.
That was at the start.
No. At the end, the last two games, did he play? Is it not Mamouche that came back and played?
But the game leaked off.
No, what I'm saying is that he's too easy. They don't drop the best players. You understand?
Not before Pep.
Relax. When David Silva, your Bernardo's are doing.
Yeah, of course.
We'll go pick Edison.
I get what you're saying.
It's too easy to drop.
When things get difficult, you don't drop the best players.
When Palmer they play.
When things get difficult, Czechie gets easy to drop.
When you pick goalkeeper, you pick Palmer, you play. Don't think about it. I've seen at least 10 games this season, at the second half, or maybe at least 5 games, where I see the lineup, he's on the bench. I'm thinking,
not when. Let's
do a simple analysis, right? Let's open the phone, right, and check the running last five games.
No,
right.
He played a lot of games in the running.
Let's see how many he starts.
He played a lot of games.
But I understand the for me, you have to overcome that. The best players don't get dropped in their teams.
I think he's still a young player. He's still a young player.
Yeah, he's a young player. Because I was about to use him. The reason I understand what you've been saying. Did you see the Bernardo Silva interview where he was talking about there was a game where he played left back. I think it was against Arsenal.
He
said he wanted to play him as centre back. That's what I'm saying. Like when things get difficult, Czechie becomes easy to drop. Because for now, he operates one way and one way only.
Which is exactly what I was about to say. As talented as he looks, there are games in the Premier League that you will find him as a liability.
Yeah.
You're going to find him as a liability.
You're not Messi, you're not Ronaldo.
You know, if you're a liability in the Premier League, when you play against Bournemouth could have beaten Man City 5-0.
Yeah.
And he will not flatter them.
Yeah.
And in those kind of games, Czechie finds himself
you almost not go see him.
He's not in the game.
Because the Bournemouth players are constantly running.
Yeah.
You are strolling. That's why they say that Pep was very frustrated with them at the start of the season because he couldn't quite get up to speed with the Premier League. You know, he constantly running. So I just feel like I understand the context, but I think he's still a young player.
This guy was injured start of the season. Guess what? He still started 19 games in the Premier League.
You don't listen. You listen. I said, check the running. The last 5 games. How many did he start? Look at that.
So obviously, that 19 means a lot of it came in the second half of the season.
I understand that
a lot of it came in the second half of the season.
That's like you guys are in the group. You understand? Before you see, you run and check his stats, right? He started 19 out of 38. That's half. He started half of the games, right? The running, right? I don't know.
And so I don't know. I'm not saying that I know, but check the last 5 games. How many did he start?
Because if for Maresca, I hear Maresca is coming in. Yeah. Maresca is not going to take the fact that you don't run, you don't chase, he's not going to have it. You know, that's why I say, Ingo see small shiggy. Pep could allow a lot of things because he was on his way out and he could do with your talents. You know, we have momentum. If we have momentum as a team, you are going to be very useful because we are going to go into most games on the front foot. We are going to drive our team. So in those kind of games, but when we go to Bournemouth and Everton, you are going to be a liability.
I don't even know how Maresca wants to do with Donnarumma. But anyways, another.
Don't worry. I don't envy him at all.
Junior Kupi was signed before the season started. It's an amazing signing.
Junior Kupi.
The boy, I saw his stats.
The first teenager to score double digits since I think it was Kevin Phillips. All those years back. If you know Kevin Phillips was the top scorer in the Premier League in 2000-2001 season.
You see those Bournemouth players, eh?
You know?
So we're talking about signing, so he's great. You know, Kopi was really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But no rush, go sign him.
I'm not saying go and sign him. I saw his stats. The guy scored 9 out of 12 big chances. That's at 70%.
Scored against Arsenal home and away.
That's incredible.
Scored against Arsenal home and away. Scored against Man City. Like
the guy's finishing, eh?
But the boy go and hit ball.
So I just pulled up the checky thing. Last game against Aston Villa, it doesn't start, right?
Even Alan.
No, that one is
relax now. It doesn't start. Let's go back. I'm going to pull up the next one. The game against Bournemouth, he doesn't start. I know that one for sure.
Seniorman post a title-winning video. I said, Seniorman, get in. Somebody replies.
The game against Bournemouth, very important game. He doesn't start.
This is no work for
right?
you. So you want to claim that you're happy for us. We know it's fake. I see. I'll slap fans.
You be no worry. Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
I'm glad to you can go and check it out. And you know, I watch every time it's
probably you see him as an unserious player, which is on that.
I don't think he's ready.
I'm saying that he looks very unserious.
Guess what? Riyad Mahrez has that kind of, you know, that...
No, he doesn't.
No, he does. You know, when...
He has the outlook.
He has that look.
He doesn't show both.
Why do you think, you know, Riyad Mahrez
doesn't show both.
But this one was showboating for a reason. You know, he was
that's in the
confident.
But moving on.
Let's move on. So you have to learn to work on a set, right? Right.
No production people.
Yeah, at the point you have to allow me to come in, right?
You set.
Make my job easy for me. Thanks. Anyway, so let's do Champions League finals.
They
has the last 4 games. Is it running?
No, they are managing I think it's because of the World Cup. Because of the World Cup, they are managing him.
That
World Cup that is going.
Just relax. We're moving on.
That World Cup that is going. Is he going to start?
Just relax.
Is going to start?
They don't bring out the start that say no. They are managing it. You didn't remember this managing before they brought out.
When I asked ChatGPT. By the way, they say the new this thing now. Once you Google, they are taking away the Google search thing.
You should not try that nonsense.
Bro, so now AI will give summary.
Respond to it. You should not try that nonsense. You should leave it.
What kind of laziness is this?
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
If you go down, you still see...
Just leave it like that at least.
AI overview or something like that.
Bro, it's ridiculous, man. They're like telling you what you want to...
It's less human style.
Yeah, anyway.